Hey guys, what's going on? Payne here once again, and welcome back to my OP PSG career on FIFA 14. It is OP, come on, I mean, I'm having fun, you know, signing all these top players and just picking up some fantastic results and scoring some brilliant goals. I'm just loving it at the moment, and I hope you guys are as well, watching the highlights and so on with these videos. I know I haven't posted that many videos yet with the second season with PSG, but I do want to try and pick up the pace with not only this series but the United career as well, because the last thing I want happening is for FIFA 15 to come out and I'm still stuck here doing these seasons. So I'm thinking I'll finish both at the end of the second season, and then I'm hoping that FIFA 15 will just be around the corner then, maybe just a couple of days away. I mean, I've got over a month to get these episodes out, which I suppose is plenty of time, and I can do it. I know I can do it, I've done it before. And I'm thinking as well, once those two seasons are out the way and done with, if there is time, maybe I'll just upload some Ultimate Team videos, just having some fun, or maybe play against some of you guys online and just upload that. Again, having some fun before FIFA 15 is released. But at the moment, it's all just up in the sky at the moment. They're just ideas, and if you guys follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links can be found in the description below, then I'll be letting you guys know, I'll be keeping you up to date. If there isn't time though, don't worry, I will be making time when FIFA 15 is released to come and play with some of you guys online, because you know what, I can't even remember the last time I played an online game, whether it be on FIFA, whether it be on Call of Duty or Battlefield. I just can't remember. Ever since I made that switch over to the PS4, it's just been constantly career mode and some playthroughs like Watch Dogs and Sniper Elite and so on. So come this gaming season, you know, September, October, November, December and so on, I do promise to be a lot more active playing with you awesome peeps online, whether it be FIFA, whether it be Call of Duty, whether it be WWE 2K15, things like that. And I've recently been thinking, and it's got me thinking right now as well, maybe I should bring back Subscriber Give Back. I know that was the name I gave it at the time. And for those that have been with me for a year or two, or maybe even longer, you'll know what that was. For those that don't, it was kind of a thing that I did for a week, just joining people's lobbies, inviting people in, and we just had a blast playing some games. It didn't matter what game it was, and I just recorded, uploaded to YouTube, and you can see the evidence of that in some of my older uploads as well if you go searching across this channel. So yeah, maybe I'll bring that back. I'm giving it some serious thought at the moment. A name change would be a must as well, and also maybe I keep it an annual kind of thing for like a whole week, or maybe I change it to like a seasonal type event. So let me know what you think about all that, guys, in the comments below. I do look forward to hearing your thoughts. Anyway, did you just see that? Did you see that? We're 4 episodes in now. This is the 4th episode of my second season, and Benzema has finally got his first goal for the club. There was a time when I thought, Benzema, he's just going to be an absolute flop and I've wasted so much money on him. But he's finally scored, and what a belter it was. You know, it was a lob ball over the top, I know, but it was a goal added to Benzema's tally. Now I'm just hoping he can take that kind of performance into his next couple of games. Now, our next game was against Bordeaux, and before this even kicked off, he sent me an email saying, I feel as I'm in good form, start me. But I didn't want to take that risk because Bordeaux, for some reason, caused me a lot of trouble. They did last season. They even beat us to the Trophy Champion, which is like the equivalent of the English Community Shield. I know it's nothing big, but that was my first game in charge of PSG, and it really annoyed me that we lost it. So I didn't take that risk with Benzema. Instead, I went with Ibrahimovic starting up front. Of course I did. The guy's a beast. Why wouldn't I? So Benzema, once again for PSG, would start the game on the bench, with Bordeaux looking threatening early on in this game. I knew I had to snuff that out and peg them back, and Thomas Müller almost got that opening goal for PSG at home with that cheeky chip. Keeper coming out to meet him though. Ibrahimovic had a couple of shots of his own as well, but the keeper standing his ground and not letting anything past him. But in the second half we did eventually break through, and it'd be Eden Hazard getting that first goal, and what a sublime finish it was. A cheeky chip over the top, but brilliant football by Ibrahimovic. I mean, I could see Hazard making the run. I know he's capable of catching up with the ball, but it was a risk to take, seeing that there was two centre-halves there. You can see it here on the replay. They just weren't fast enough to catch up with Hazard and the ball itself. Keeper did try and come out and meet him, but it just wasn't good enough as Hazard beat him to the punch. What a finish. Take a bow. And I'd probably go as far as saying that that's probably my favourite chip that I've done on FIFA 14. Something special to always go back and watch over and over again. And this moment as well, yeah, when it happened, I just had to put the controller down and breathe in and breathe out. It didn't happen, okay? It didn't happen. Well, of course it did, because they was back on level terms. But I just wanted to forget about it. You know how it is. So I kept pushing on. And in the 60th minute, the two centre-halves for Bordeaux, they made a huge mistake. And when Zlatan is in the area, you can't be making silly mistakes like that. I stole the ball and the keeper was trembling in between the sticks for Bordeaux, and I struck it with such power it found the back of the net for the second time for PSG. Now right on the 90th minute, the keeper once again, I don't know what it was with him, he was just so adamant that he wanted to come out and meet these PSG players and try and put them off their game. It wasn't working though. I went for a kind of a sweaty goal. Would you count that as a sweaty goal, passing it to Ibra? I mean, I saw the opportunity that he was off his line, and I mean, Ibrahimovic, he never misses. So the final score there for PSG, 3-1, come away with 3 points, so I was happy with that. Ibra almost got his hat-trick. It was then on to our next game in the Champions League group stages. Remember, our first game we drew against Sporting Lisbon, so a win here was kind of a must if we want to try and head towards that knockout stage. And all the top stars would be playing in this game, and it's great to see as well, even with just a couple of days removed from that last victory against Bordeaux, every player was fully fit for this game against Anderlecht. So obviously I was going to go with Ibra again. Benzema, I can see, will be getting kind of annoyed that he's not getting picked for the team. I'm thinking about changing my formation, similar to my my United career, maybe the 3-5 or the 3-4-1-2 formation, having Cavani, Ibra, or Ibra and Benzema, or Cavani and Benzema, and so on. And Muller needn't worry, he'd still get his position in that central attacking mid-roll, slipping in just behind the two strikers. But Anderlecht anyway got off to a flyer against the French champions 16 minutes in, and I thought Stegen, that was kind of a half-assed attempt. I thought he could have done a lot better to stop that ball from going into the back of the net, but obviously not, and we found ourselves 1-0 down. But eventually Eden Hazard, who signed for the club at such a late stage in the transfer window, got his 5th or 6th, or maybe it was his 4th goal, somewhere around that mark anyway, of the season so far, which is fantastic. He's really settled in at the club, and it was a finesse shot that got PSG the equaliser, sliding on his knees. The keeper did get a small deflection on the ball, but it wasn't enough to prevent it from going into the back of the net. So PSG back on level terms away from home against the tough Anderlecht side. And that brings me to another point as well. You know, looking at the two starting 11s before this game kicked off, PSG, hands down, would win on paper. But that certainly wasn't the case in this game. We were having a bad day at the office in front of goal. Nothing was working for us. Hazard with a great chance there. Wouldn't have got any better than that really. And the keeper did save. There were a few bodies in the air as well, deflecting the ball here and there, and just allowed the keeper to save. And look at this for a chance. Ibra was also having a bad day at the office. That overhead volley there, just going behind for a goal kick. We did get a free kick here though, around about the hour mark. As 33 yards out, and obviously I was going to pick Ibra to take this free kick. You know, he has that trait where he can smash the ball and score some fantastic free kicks, but not this time. Keeper read everything about Ibra from such a long distance out and managed to knock that behind for a corner. I was slightly concerned at this moment as well. Suarez was lingering around, not Luis Suarez, and I thought, you know, this is easy pickings for Anderlecht and the computer that I was playing against for them to put into the back of the net. Thankfully they didn't. And that chance that you just saw with Muller offside, I wanted to see the replay to see if the ball went into the back of the net. I had a funny feeling that it did, but we didn't get to see that unfortunately, and he was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Cavani, who came on as a substitute in the second half at the 88th, or well the 90th minute, received a red card. I was getting so frustrated with this game, and what a tackle. I mean, just taking his legs away. terrible tackle, so he'll miss the next group stage game against Atletico Madrid, which will be a big one. And Ibrahimovic, one last attack for PSG. Could he put that into the back of the net? But no, he couldn't. Keeper with a fantastic save again. So another game in the group stages ends in a draw, and we come away with just a point. We've got to beat Atletico Madrid now in the next one. Anyway, guys, that'll be the end of this episode. Hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.